Hello and welcome back. It's me, it's Lisa G. And today we're going to talk about ways that we can decorate our journals using our trash and upcycling items that you possibly haven't thought about using in your journals. So let's go have a look, see at what we've got, and maybe we can get to a play, shall we? Couple of the things that I wanted to go over with you is taking things that you would normally just, toss off in the recycle bin and turning them into something usable. So my mom had, I don't know where she got them, but she had brought me these magazines for surfing. And so, I was thinking to myself, I don't know what I would use those for. But then I got to thinking about it. It's a fairly common practice here lately for people to get into upcycling these magazine images into doodle art and using it as collage fodder. And so I thought that, that might be a great thing for us to use these for. And I've saved out some pages that I've been doodling on myself and cutting out. And I can get a couple more things out of there, so I'm going to save those. But I'll show you a couple of them that I've made. And then we'll move on to a couple other things real quick. Let me put these where they won't fall. All right. So these are just some pieces that I made using the magazine pages. And see, you can use this and just, like, that would be perfect for making a feather out of. So I'm going to, draw a feather in that white space right there. But just a couple of ideas that I've done. And, of course, I've used my Posca pens and Sharpies and such. And that's what I've been using to do my little drawings. And, they turn out all kinds of ways. It just depends on, your background. A lot of it's just, what background you use as to, how well it turns out. And some of them are, that was actually an advertisement for a pair of sandals. And I turned it into a feather. So, but just different little, whimsical ideas. And, we can use these on tags. So, say I had a tag over here that I wanted to decorate. I can find one that I can use. If I wanted to, I could, run that up the side of a tag like this. And this isn't exactly a tag. This is sort of a pocket. Here, let's do this. There we go. And then, add a couple other little pieces and parts to it. So we can, do that. Let's see. Yeah, and then possibly add something else up here, just, as a focal point. And just add some, a little whimsical touch to the, to the whole makeup of what you're doing. So, just an idea. And, I'll link a couple of videos that I found very helpful when I started doing the doodling, just to get some ideas and, kind of be able to think about the different ways that I can, use that idea. And I found some great YouTubers that are doing that kind of stuff, and so I'll pass along a few links to those persons for us. Okay, let's see, how you can just take something very, simple like a magazine page, and you can turn it into something beautiful that you can use in your journals. So, just to give you some ideas. And this was, going to end up in the trash. We were going to recycle it. And I thought, that's got some really great backgrounds in there. I think I'll use that and try my hand at the doodle art. So, and then these just came out of flyers and advertisements like this. You know, it's a Costco travel thing, but there's advertisements in them. And so, you know, I took some of the little magazines that have coupons in them when you get your mail, and went through it, and I just picked out, you know, ones that I wanted. And if I, you know, saw something that, you know, made me think about, oh, I could probably use that in my junk journaling. So, you know, and see, look, here. We can totally, you know, make this, what was that tag? What did I do with it? Here, let's use this one. So, here, run that up the side. And we got get more enjoyment. And then, you know, we can type out if we need to, with your, you know, or whatever. And then elevate your art. You know. So there's, you know, there's different things that you can do, and it's all just a matter of looking at it and, you know, deciding, oh, hey, look, I can, you know, I can come up with something new from that. So, all right, so that's number one. That was the first thing. And, you know, this is something I'll probably go back and work on now that I've, you know, thought of that idea, because I kind of like that and I think it's cute. So we're going to sit that right there, and here in a minute we're going to glue that puppy down. All right, so I've just been, you know, going through and drawing these little, you know, pieces and parts and cutting them out. I did a bunch of flowers. I'll have to find the flowers for you and show them to you. They turned out really pretty. These are just individual leaves that I thought I might use on something. Little flowers. All right, so just some ideas there out of magazine pages. And we'll, you know, we'll clean this up and use it for something else. All right. That one might go with that really well. We'll see what we come up with. All right, so the second thing was using leftover things. Like this is some film that came off of an envelope. So it was a big giant envelope, had this great big window across it, and I took it off and cut it out, you know, so that I could use the film for something else. And what I think I'm going to do is cut this piece, you know, or cut two pieces out of here and, you know, put them between like this, and then use one of my little slide die cuts to, you know, make a specimen card out of it. But, you know, this is just a piece from a window in an envelope. So, a heavy envelope. It was a heavy-duty envelope. Okay, and the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, these were some napkins that were used at a tea that my mother and I went to. And we saved some of them because all of the napkins were just absolutely stunning. And I love them. And so I decided that we would use some of these to make tags out of a recycled file folder. So I thought that might be a really cute idea. And then, you know, we'll cut our file folder so that we can lay our napkins down across it like so. And I thought I might do a little bit of stamping on the underside of it as well, so that, you know, when I glue down my napkin, you'll be able to see the some more of the postcard type, you know, French handwriting stuff. The carte postale underneath it. I thought that might be pretty. Aren't these gorgeous? And I just love these. I think they're so pretty, and they're just, you know, perfect for this idea. Aren't they pretty? So that's another thing we might do. And then the other thing was to use our file folder to make an easy journal cover. And I thought that might be a lot of fun, because then, you know, we can go back and we can decorate it however we like. We can put fabric on it if we want to. We can put paper on it if we want to. You know, we can use this as our base and just, you know, decorate and collage over the top of it, whatever you want to do. And so I thought that might be a cute idea. And then these are great for putting a signature into, because, you know, you've got your seam already in your file folder, and, you know, we can cut it just like so, and it's got a built-in spine. So depending on how we want to do that, you know, we can make our spine as wide as this. And then, you know, we still have the opportunity to go back and, you know, and put our holes in where we want to. But we can cut our paper to exactly the specifications that we want. So that, you know, we have not only the spine, but we, you know, we have a nice piece to work with, you know, and we can cut it off just like so. We want to accommodate for that spacing right there. And so in order to do that, what we would do is measure that space. Okay. So we hold it right here. It is just at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so we would take my thought on this one is going to be this. So let's do it this way, so we make sure we don't mess it up. Alright, so I want my piece to be 5 by 7 or 5 by 8. Let's go 5 by 8. How about it? Alright. Okay. And then we can use this for something else when we're ready. Okay. Now let's go from this side. And put our seam at 5. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make this one kind of long and skinny, so let's do that. Alright, and 8 is here. Alright. And see, we have a little booklet that is going to be perfectly 5 by 8. And then we can go back and we can decorate both the inside and the outside however we like to. Okay. And then of course, you know, we can add a little signature by taking our pages, and like here's a small one I've made, and I may have to alter my pages on this one because this, you know, this is actually made for a slightly larger book. It's going to be an 8.5 by 11 on this. So I'm going to sew this and then, you know, use this as part of my signature, but this, you know, it'll be cut out of this. So it'll all fit. But you can use it to kind of show, you know, you can put your signatures right in, and you've already got your lines and everything, you know, made to sew in your signatures. And you can have 2 separate signatures in one of these. And then it's gonna, you know, be like so. Totally up to you. All right. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, so one of the other things is I wanted to show you how we were going to take some scraps of fabric. I had an old bed sheet that I tore into strips, and I took the strips and made these little ruffles out of them. And I just, you know, folded them over and sewed them down the line. And I added like a little border on this one. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's like little blue leaves going down the edge of it. And I'm going to have to get me some darker thread because, you know, it just doesn't really show up on there too well. So I wasn't thinking about that when I was looking at how pretty the color was. That, you know, it was going to show up so light aqua blue. And so, you know, just upcycling some things that normally you would throw away or, you know, just give away to Goodwill that you're, you know, you don't feel like you're going to use again, but then you can kind of give it new life by doing this with it. This came off of, I think, a pair of jeans or something like that, but I figured, you know, I can take this, I can paint it with some watercolors or even, you know, just paint it with some Sharpie markers and give it, let's see, we want to go this way. Okay, and then we can take this. This is a sandwich spear. Came in a sandwich that I had somewhere. But we can glue this down and make ourselves a little flag to go, you know, on a tag or, again, you know, on the side of something. Like so, you know, and I can paint that to whatever color I want and use it as a, you know, a little flag for something. And, you know, there's just no end to the ways that you can use things. These strings came off of price tags. I work in the retail business, and, you know, we have tags, you know, that have strings on them. And so rather than throw them away, I tear the tags off and I bring them home because I can use them again. I have die cuts where I can cut tags like these. Let me get one out. Where I can cut tags like these, and then, you know, I can reuse the strings for something else. And, you know, you don't have to start collecting all this crazy stuff. It's just, you know, I have a little jar that I use, and, you know, I collect all these up and I put them in my little jar. And, you know, I just happen to have a bunch laying here because I brought some home before the weekend, and, you know, decided to toss them out of my pocket before I left to go out of town. And now that I'm home, I'm trying to, you know, kind of clean off my desk a little bit and get some things done. Anywho, I would love it if you guys would subscribe to the channel if you liked what you saw today. And it would really make my day. And I would love it if you'd come back to see me. I hope you've enjoyed this project, you know, project day. And we're going to put this together real quick before we go anywhere. But if you would, I would absolutely love it if you would give me a thumbs up and leave a comment in my comment box. You know, let me know what kind of stuff you want to see. If you liked what we're doing and, you know, you want to see more of this, great. And if you know, want to see other things that we do, then, you know, just let me know and we'll go from there. Let me get my glue out here. I think this is going to be perfect right here on the side. I think this just turned out really pretty. I love the way that one turned out. Isn't she pretty? So I just kind of layer down the side there. And this, I meant to tell you guys, this was actually part of a book that I had that had gotten damaged when some things flooded at the last place we lived. And, you know, again, we were going to throw them out, and I thought, you know, that'd be the perfect use for them, since I'm going to just throw them away, and, you know, they're not going to get used, you know, to read again. Maybe I can make something else out of them. And so I took the pages and I glued them down to, let me find it here, things like this, where, you know, it's this heavy board. And so I glued the pages down and then cut it out and made tags out of them, and then sewed around the outsides, and, you know, made these little cute tag bases so that I can, you know, decorate and do stuff like this. All right, let's see. Use my scissors here. Cut this off just a hair. All right. Okay, so we're going to get more. And see, I just, you know, I quickly cut these things out. I didn't even take my time doing it just because I was in a hurry, and, you know, I was trying to throw things away and get rid of stuff, and I thought, you know, and this was a last minute thing, and I grabbed like a couple of different words out of it, you know, before it went to the recycle. There we go. Let's see. More enjoyment. And what else we got? I might have to go back and hit some of these high spots and glue in behind it a little bit. There we go. So that everything lays down. Alright, get more enjoyment. as simple as 1, 2, 3. You can make something new and different, and you know, get your creativity going and just have lots of fun with it. And then, you know, so that one doesn't stand out a whole lot, so we can take our black pen if we want to and go around the edge so it stands out a little more. Okay, and then we could even, so I don't have a I could go back and find one, I'm sure, but let's just do a little graffiti here. Okay, and again, if we wanted to, you know, we could go around that. Let's use a white marker. I don't know if white will make it stand out or not, but we can do this. I'll do the white first. I'll do this. Let that dry for just a minute. Let's see, I think I've got somewhere a super skinny, there it is, Sharpie. Okay. Let's go around this one too. All right. So there we have it. Isn't that cute? We can stick that in a little pocket in a journal. Here's our here's our journal. And you know, we can put that right down inside a pocket like so. Or go over here to something like this. And again, you know, it's just all up to, you know, to you what you want to use it for, and you know how you want to use it. So it fit perfectly down in that little pocket. It's a little wide for that one, but you get the idea. All right. So I'm going to go for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope you'll please leave me a comment or two and give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought, and I hope you'll come back and see me. I will talk to you guys soon. I love y'all. Until next time, happy days. Bye.